All right, let's talk about Google Ads. So in this one, I need to blur out almost everything. It's just silly what I need to blur out. Okay. So what I'm going to show you, I'm going to show you a little stuff here, and then I'm going to give you just some broad education on good ad or bad ad. All right. So let's just hop right in here. The first 2 weeks of any ad campaign are the worst 2 weeks. Even the first month is kind of just, we call it optimization. So optimization in search engines, this thing takes like 3, 6, 9, 12 months to optimize. With Google Ads, it's quicker. It's quicker. But the first month still sucks. And I'll be frank, I'll give you this client for example, right? So in the blue, we see clicks, right? We see clicks here in the blue. In the red, we see conversions. That means they made a phone call. So in the first week, we see on Friday, September 4th, very new client, he's got 14 clicks and 1 conversion. That's not very good. You know why? Because anytime you move into a new area, you need to understand who you're dealing with. This guy had a lot of competitors clicking his ads, and they costing him money. So we install clickies, right? He had just a ton of competitors with his main keyword in their name. So we needed to add every single competitor as a negative keyword. He had a couple zip codes that would click and not call, right? So you can see over here, Monday, 18 clicks. Nada on the calls, right? And the average cost per click, well, that's $7. So he's get 7 times 18. It's $100, easy, maybe more. My math's okay, but you know, same thing here. Tuesday, 15 clicks, no calls, no calls. We found out there was an age demographic issue where certain ages during his region would click and not convert. And then we just started taking that stuff away. He got a conversion on a Wednesday, where he hit a home run on Friday, the 11th, sad day. But we hit a home run that day. We got an excellent batting average. And then Monday, he came out clean. Tuesday was good. Wednesday was good. Friday was good. Working with that. Monday, he did okay. Tuesday, he did okay. So that's kind of the learning curve. Now, as we get more data and he spends more money, we're going to get to know which keywords are converting better than others, any more age demographic things. With Google Ads, you can target some really, really, really unique things. So it's really interesting. Let's hop into a little bit in the settings side of things. Let's see, where can we go without showing too much stuff? Looks like I need to blur this out. But this can be interesting. So we're looking at which ads are getting the clicks, and then we can tell how high the click-through rate is and how high the click rate is. And I'm going to need to blur all that out. That's not even worth looking at. The average cost per click is always interesting, because then we can see how much money it costs to get that click, how high the click-through rate is, and judge how many conversions that keyword gets. And then when you hop on the website, you ever hop on a website and you just see that little blip or that number change real quick for some reason? So that's a call tracking program changing the number so it can it can figure out what keyword you typed in to call. It's crazy, but it works. So as time goes on, we know which keywords work out the best. And then we just keep bidding higher on those. We kick those other ones that are resulting in that $55 call. We keep the ones that have the $5 call, and we just get better and better and better. Zip codes, do the same thing with zip codes. Time of day, same thing with time of day. Every kind of service is different. I can't go too much into specifics with different services and give you those diamonds based on hundreds of thousands of dollars spent on ads. Although I love to show my nerdness off, but we go into hours, we go into days, we go into retargeting. So after they hop off your website, what do they see then? Do they have a long sales process? We can get really, really, really technical on this stuff, which is always interesting. Let's see if I can't move on to something where you can see some more, some more stuff. Trying to hop around here. We're going to show you some interesting stuff. All right, so we're getting a little bit into this. We can see the conversion rate based on the keyword. That's always really interesting. So we know which keywords to target more. And then we can get into the demographics of this. So this is where things get kind of crazy. It's like, do you ever watch the Netflix show Social Dilemma? It's like Google knows everything. They know everything. So we noticed that the 65 plus range had a high click-through rate and a low conversion rate right off the bat, and we no longer advertise to them. We advertise to them a little bit during a very specific time of the day, but for the most part, we don't advertise to them. The 55 to, and then we noticed this 18 to 24 range in a very specific zip code had a huge conversion rate for this specific keyword. You get into some crazy stuff. We can go into genders, we can go into household income. We can go into some combinations of different things. We can exclude different areas. You can go into locations. You can do an ad schedule. The nerdiness is endless on here. Now, sometimes business owners do this thing themselves, Google Ads, which I never recommend. But at the same time, if you're spending if you're going to spend $500 a month, then don't hire us, because we're going to charge you like $400 a month to manage your campaign. So you're spending $400 on us to manage 500. You're better off gambling with that 500. Now, if you have a budget of 1,500, okay, yeah, then use us. So that's kind of where I'll be frank with you. You need a real budget here to work with. Now, that's the basics of Google AdWords. That's the basics. Now, I told you I was going to show you some good ads and bad ads. So let's just go through. We don't want this video to be too long because people really just look at the time and they'll turn it off. It's ridiculous. But I'm hoping that since you filled out your email and your information, you want to see some content. So let's hop right. All right. So I actually found one. I've been doing some research, trying to find somebody who's good at ads. I can't show you ours, but let's hop right into it. I'm Googling in LA because it's like 5 o'clock there. And I went and Googled for a car accident lawyer, knowing that the cost per click for these is insane. This click, I'm not even going near it with the mouse. This guy over here, literally, the cost per click is $259. That's insane. Now you see how well they match this keyword, right? It's car accident lawyer. and they have auto accident attorney, right? They have car accident in the URL, right? It's not really in the URL, but they show it as in the URL. And then they have a location in here. They have some good points. They have paid nothing out of pocket, no insurance needed, prior results, 100% free consultation. I mean, they're really, this is a good ad. Now, watch this. We go in and we just put best car accident lawyer in there. Well, best car accident lawyer. They're not winning on that one. This may be a good ad, but they didn't go out and optimize for every little keyword. And that's what matters. So Jacob and Myers are probably, Jacoby and Myers are probably getting that click because they come and they match that keyword exactly. So that's a good ad.